You know, and when we talk about the bronc riding, we've mentioned a lot all the way from Nevada, Montana, Utah, and so many other surrounding states. And with it winding down, you take a look at a lot of the rodeo associations. You know, this one not necessarily is sanctioned by rodeo association of its own. But as they make their way down through the summer run, going into the fall, that September-October month is right in there where you see a lot of the neighboring states going towards their finals, where ranch bronc riding is a qualifying event as well. You're going into the Kansas, the Nebraska, the Colorado finals, all beginning in just a couple weeks, making their way through early September and early October, as well as the Wyoming Rodeo Association. So the special part about what you're getting to see here is you get to see several of those finals qualifiers making a special trip right here to Tom Horn Days, not only to get an extra horse under them before the summer's up and they make their way to the finals, but it just proves to you the horsepower that they have the opportunity to slide in on, and the money and the prizes and the buckles that all make Tom Horn Days a special trip for the Cowboys you're about to watch. As we get set up, it's all about history especially. We'd also like to welcome for the first year ever here for 2024. He's a gentleman just down to my left. Give a big thank you to Dusty Reins, a historian that is with us, documentarian. He's joining us to capture the history and now the modern day history making that happens here at Tom Horn Days. You be sure to check him out for all of his great knowledge. Say hi and hello to him as well as we get ready to turn it over to the bucket horses. The thing was, you two started out without those chickens at noon when you got your first one of those. And I'm going to put money that's not the same beer that we talked about it. Well, for the chickens of Wyoming, let's take you to Casper, Wyoming. Wyatt Duncan, Pretty Woman the bucket horse. We're going to look at a 2024 Platte River Ranch bronc riding champion, easing down inside of chute number 6 at a Tri-County Mercantile. Horse, Pretty Woman, we take a look, Big Sorrel. Become a mama as well, passing on the next generation of the bloodlines from pro bucking horses. Let's work the first one for section number 2. Well, that's going to set him up, set him down. He walks out of Platte River Rodeo with a buckle. We're going to see if he'll walk out of Tom Horn Days. Now, we were chasing 80 points coming in. Casper, Wyoming man. 74 points. We're going to make it work. $74 points. That'll put him right there, right behind Dylan Reins. That'll put him towards the top 3. Did your chicken deflate? No, I was going to make a joke. Never mind. Okay. No. All righty, let's head down to the next man getting ready to go. We'll get everything gathered up. 74 is cracking into section number 2. So we say goodbye to Wyoming man. Sleep for the rest of the night. Don't Now, remind you again, this is open pasture. And friends, in my 3 years of being here, I have seen bucking horses disappear over that skyline to the east there. So these pickup men, they are working for everything they have to keep everything running smooth. And that is the kind of action we're talking about. And we're going to keep the action going. Davin Sarah, Shadron, Nebraska. Let's go to Queen Elizabeth. Now, I talked about earlier the National High School Finals Rodeo that happened with some of the best in the business in Rock Springs, Wyoming, and the next generation of high school rodeo talent. This horse went to those finals where Tucker Caracato was 82 points. That was the highest marked bronc ride of the National High School Finals Rodeo. Canadian bucking horse originally made her way south, now into the Cowboy state of Wyoming. It's a Nebraska Cornhusker matched up with a Wyoming bucking horse. Let's do it, Big Bay. Oh, we like the fan. Are you a fan of the fan, Tom Horndays? He's going to be a fan of a chiropractor by tomorrow. We're going to be good, though. We're going to take a look at the officials. Oh, I'm liking where this is headed. It's going to move us to a log jam, and that's going to put two Nebraska Cowboys in the #1 spot with 80 points. I'll tell you, that horse performs at the highest of its ability each and every time, and that is why it has made a legend of itself in the bronc riding world. And a legend is exactly where we're going to head to. Let's go south to Prescott, Arizona, Colton Rourke. Gentlemen, we're going to move to on a bucking horse by the name of Queen Elizabeth. Correction on that, Luna Puna. Luna Puna is where we're headed to. Now, you want to talk about generations continuing to pass on. This horse is the daughter of a world champion bucking horse, Airwolf. West Aragon won Wheatland, Wyoming with 80 points on it. Look at that little bay. Look at the back feet. Oh, and better yet, take a look at Arizona sitting right in the middle of him. That is exactly what those judges were looking at. Where those back feet, how high they were, the elevation and angle of them, where the spurs of those heels of those cowboy boots were, and the length of the spur stride, that all factors into it. Now, he was chasing a pair of 80s. They was 80 on that horse to win Wheatland, Wyoming. Tonight on a Saturday night in Tom Horn days, we're going to see what the judges are going to say. That is the only Arizona Cowboy we're going to talk about all weekend long. $75 points is going to match him up for the top 3. Let's go to Saratoga, Wyoming. Now, a horse I mentioned earlier was a poster child for Chugwater, Wyoming. This gentleman by the name of Joey Cafaro, he has been the poster child for Tom Horn days many times. He has become a celebrity. 4 years of college football, is a star athlete. He is 6'4". That means chicken do not smart off to him when he gets done. Horse by the name of Gypsy is what we're going to work with. Oh! He's up. Our celebrity's still going strong. Wow. He's a farrier in his spare time and a ranch cowboy. It's a day job. He has made his way into being one of the most recognized ranch bronc riders in Wyoming. And especially here at Tom Horn Days, he will be taking autographs later on at the concert. Just look for the one that's a head taller than anybody else. As we say goodbye to Joey and Gypsy, it's going to be a no score there for Saratoga, Wyoming. Oh, we're making big non-resident moves now. We're going to go to Missouri. Edgar Springs, Jacob Light, Riley's Blackheart, the name of the bucking horse. We're going to ease you down to chute number 1 from the Happy Toy Maker. This horse comes from the same bloodlines as many of these have you talked about, which means the power is going to be phenomenal once again. That's going to leave it up to the Cowboy. Has to be an 81 or higher to move into the number 1 spot as we go to the Missouri man. We've seen Arizona, we've seen Missouri, we'll talk Colorado, Utah, and of course of the great state of Wyoming. Let's roll and do it. Well, we're going to turn the Wyoming Derby on for a moment. I can see from where I'm at, he's on his feet. He's going to skitter to a mark. I'm going to take a look at the judges down below me here. We're going to see what they're going to say on the ride. Now, he is going to have the option of a re-ride for right now. It's a 29-point score. We'll be talking to Jacob Light when he gets back. Let's go to Casey Erickson out of Greeley, Colorado. Crazy Niche, the bucking horse that we've watched many times in this pasture. This is one of the wildest bucking horses you're going to watch in the sport of rodeo. And what no better place to do it than the wild pastures of Wyoming. Erickson on a pickup horse, Erickson on a bucking horse, and we're going to get ready to chase 80. He says, let's ride, boys, let's do it. Oh, I wouldn't feel bad she even bucked the halter off. That is why that horse is well known across the state of Wyoming. Talk about a power. I want you to look at that powerhouse out there. That is 1,800 pounds of pure bucking horse. Not going to be a qualified ride. We're saying goodbye to Casey Erickson, the Greeley, Colorado man. You're looking at 2 Colorado Cowboys left to go. We're headed down to a big paint. So we get things set up, set to go, chasing the Nebraska boys with 80 points. I'm going to take you to Gillsburg, Colorado. McCall Carnahan. Better yet, if you've been with Tom Horn Days over the years, or any of Seeley Rodeo Company's productions, there's one legend that roams the pastures that you see around you. It is a paint stud that is a breeding stallion superstar. His brand is number 599, and I can guarantee you, you've seen him on posters, t-shirts, videos. He has become a celebrity, much like Joey Cafaro that sits just ahead of him. His name is Medicine Feathers. He comes from legendary bloodlines. His mom, a half-sister to Lunatic Fringe at Burns Rodeo. Now there's a legendary pro rodeo stock contracting company out of Wyoming by the name of Summit Pro Rodeo, J.D. Hammaker and the crew. Their horse was the father to this legend. There has been cloned bloodlines that have been passed along to some of the top stock contractors in pro rodeo that come from this horse's pedigree. And as a legend to the plains of Bosler, Wyoming and the Sealy Ranch, this is the reigning champion horse. They won 2023 THD on him last year. We're going to do it back to back. Julesburg, Colorado. McCall Carnahan. You got your hands full, Cowboy. Take a look. Oh, that is exactly the trip that we expected. I'll tell you what, that horse has been all over the state of Wyoming. And no better place than on his home turf here in Bosler. Friends, you're going to say hello to a legend in the bucking horse world. You're going to get to really say hello to him here in a minute. We're going to be into the 8-second mark. We're going to take a look at what our judges are going to say. Tally marks coming in, half for the Cowboy, half for the horse. I mentioned that they put their way to the top of the leaderboard last year in 2023. They're going to do it again in 2024. 83 points. Moves McCall Carnahan to the #1 spot. And then we were winding down as we go to Colorado and Wyoming matchups coming up next. Jason, the new leaderboard. We're going to have to be 84 higher right now. Working our way through Saturday night. And I have been confirmed that we will be taking a rewrite at some point from Jacob Light. This is him. We are going to go to the rewrite side. With the man we watched moments ago, didn't quite have the trip on the horse. Ever had a bad day at work? That's sometimes what can happen with these bucking horses. We're going to give him a second chance right now. Hired Gun, the name of the bucking horse athlete. We took a look at the trip on this horse last year. Young bucking horse and a shoot 7, big generation and future ahead of it. As we take you down inside of the Buckaroo Tack House bucking chute. We just wrapped up the daddy of them all at Cheyenne Frontier Days. And you know what? There's a lot of special things about that rodeo, including the rookie Bronc riding. This horse is one of those that you just watched on TV make his way to Cheyenne Frontier Days. All right, well, if you've lost your dog, it's a brown dog, right over here by the rodeo office. If you're looking for your dog, that's where it's at. Two-tone brown dog. If you have one by that description, it is over here. Meanwhile, we gave the description of the bucking horse. Jacob Light, Edgar Springs, Missouri. second horse of the night for him. We're going to try to change the luck around. Now, he was on that horse that we sent earlier to the north in a high-speed chase with our pickup men. He lit on his feet. We're going to go for 8. Got to be 84 higher. Cinch, jeans, and shirts, Wyoming Livestock Roundup. We're going to bring you the ride. He says, I'm ready for the second one of the night. Let's do it. Oh, we're going to change it up. Are you happy he took the rewrite option? The Missouri man's going to be looking good in Wyoming country. That'll set it up while Bunch Outgate's going to close. Judges, let's take a look at what we're going to work with for the Missouri man.
Sorry, we're out. Bullshit! You gotta take it down the arena, stop it, spin it. Now we're doing a ranch rodeo.
Tally marks coming together. 75 points is going to put it in a 3-way log jam in the top 4. Ryan Giannatasio, Centennial, Colorado. Let's move to a man cracking into his 3rd year of bronc riding. Originally a Colorado man, made his way north, now working out of his home state of Montana. Hurricane Deck, the bucking horse. Been to the Daddy of them all at Cheyenne Frontier Days. This is one of the top bucking horses of Sealy Rodeo Company. It's named after the Wyoming legend Steamboat. 88 points in Torrington, Wyoming. Take a look at those White Sox pumping. Oh, that is gonna set him down right by our VIP. Colorado, Montana comes to Wyoming. That is gonna be looking real good. We're going to look at 69 points for the score. All right, 69 points. And I believe that is winding us down to the final 2 set to go here. Well, friends, as a matter of fact, you take a look at those bucking chutes, they sit empty. As we get ready to empty those bucking chutes, one of the final things that we love to close out each and every performance with Sealy Rodeo Company is filling this pasture full of Sealy Rodeo Company bucking horses. You're going to see many of the next generation, as well as several that you've seen tonight, go against some of the top cowboys from Wyoming, Colorado, Arizona. 83 points from McCall Carnahan on Medicine Feathers is looking in the number 1 spot. A pair of 80s for the Nebraska boys, digging the boo, and of course, Devin Saris. That is unofficially sitting in the leaderboard as we get ready to present our buckles later on tonight from our friends at CNA Feeds. But as they do, I want you to hold tight as we get ready to make the special presentation of our beautiful horses and our beautiful landscape. As we get ready to close it out, I want you to take a look around at the beautiful moisture we're receiving, the beautiful weather we've been blessed with, and the amazing concerts that get ready to close out a Saturday night. We've met a lot of great people, a lot of great cowboys, a lot of great bucking stock. And as they get ready to make their way into the arena in which they just competed in, I want you to take a moment, and I want you, if you have the opportunity, to stop Rand Seeley or any of the Seeley Rodeo crew. Tell them hi and tell them thank you for all the effort that they do year-round to not only raise those American beauties that you see before you, but to make Tom Horn Days what it has been for many years. And with the red, the white, and the blue, and many, many colors of sorrels, bays, and paints of bucking horses. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love the horses, you love the cowboys, and you love Tom Horn Days, would you say hello to them on a Saturday night? Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Seeley Rodeo Company and Tom Horn Days, my name is Caleb Dorncap from Holly, Colorado. It is an honor to be back. Thank you for having me. Don't forget the concerts kick off tonight. The action continues tomorrow. And we'll see you on a Sunday morning here. God bless, and have a safe trip home.